body rock like coke on the skillet. I'm Marky Mark, I scope it, I kill it. That's what I call swagger. Backstroke in the river.
Alright, yo, what it do? Welcome back. This is going to be a special bonus episode of the Goodelife Pod. We are here live with the homie Flows for Days, formerly known as LAZ, of the Clear Soul Forces, legendary hip-hop crew, you know what I'm saying? And then to my left, we got my dude Messiah.
Yo, what's going on?
Where you from? Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit.
All right, so Messiah coming through from Detroit. As you all should know, Jess here as well with me. So let's go ahead and get it started. So tell me what you guys out here for. What y'all come through?
Sure, we came out here to support. What camera am I looking at?
No, you don't have to worry
Just
about.
chilling?
Honestly, you don't have to worry about any of the cameras.
All right,
You don't have to
I'm
worry
just-
about the camera.
I'm just making sure I'm watching the game too. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to look like a blind nigga. I already got these glasses on this shit.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. The cameras is just there. You don't even have to look at them at all.
Okay. But we had came out here for the Ninth Wonder show. You know, I told a couple of my homies about it. Just wanted to see how many people I could round up. Cause like you seen that shit, like, you know, the past couple of times I've been out here, I've just been trying to bring some more people from Detroit out here and trying to bridge the gap or whatever.
Do some networking with everybody, you know.
Yeah. Get people to mix and mingle and shit. So we came out here for that, you know, just felt like that was historic for the city and just wanted to see it and be a part of it.
What y'all think of the whole Ninth Wonder Mussolini? I thought it was a good look for sure though, because I feel like we don't get too many acts like Ninth Wonder coming through Colorado
That's a
to the
deep
Springs.
cut too.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Cut like artists to like have the Colorado Springs. too.
Yeah. Like we've had like Devin the Dude a couple times, you know what I'm saying? But that's really kind of
Y'all
about
get
it.
a lot of East Coast rappers out towards this way, or
Not here in Colorado Springs. They'll come up in Denver, you know what I'm saying? And Denver's not crazy of a drive, but it's still like,
it's still an inconvenience. Though.
yeah,
Like-
especially when you considering that like you're getting out of a show at like 11 o'clock or
Yeah.
12
Gotta
or
drive
midnight.
back.
Yeah, and you got to drive back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That shit is trash.
Yeah.
And if
Yes.
you're drinking or not, like even if you just been smoking a little bit, like you may not want to
Do all that.
drive back to the Springs.
Right.
Like, God damn, I just want to chill. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what was your thoughts though on Ninth and Mussolini though, their set and stuff like that?
I thought that shit was a good ass look. You know, like I was telling them that shit. Remember I was telling y'all like this shit don't happen where I'm from. You know, so just off the strength that's what makes the shit important.
Yeah, y'all probably get
You
a
know,
lot of
it
niggas
felt-
coming through Detroit.
Yeah, it felt like go ahead.
no. I mean, Ninth Wonder and Mussolini. I felt like the songs that they performed was cohesive. You know what I mean? I could tell like the energy between them two. It just worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seemed like it was organic. You know, I'm sure it was effortless. Them two working with each other. You could tell when it works. You know, and
Yeah.
it sounded like good music to me. So
Yeah.
you know, that's definitely what the culture needs.
Facts.
More of that.
Yeah.
And y'all slid to the Beats, Eats, and Sneaks. I saw on Jess's story you performed. So how was doing that? This your first time like out in Colorado too?
Yeah, first time.
Man,
Okay.
Yeah.
You killed it.
I'll say the people here, it was a lot of love shown. Very hospitable people, you know what I'm saying, down to earth. I got mad love. I wasn't expecting that, you know, back home. There's love being shown, but, you know, it was more embraced here, you know what I mean? Like people didn't feel cool enough to be like, I ain't about to go show them no love. They was like, yo, you mad nice, like, yo, you from Detroit, like you gotta come out here more often, and so that felt good, you know what I mean? Especially for artists, we always need that, you know, that reassurance, you know what I'm saying, to let us know that we on the right path, and we, you know, because we put so much into our craft, so to get that, to get that back, you know, from people that's fans, it means a lot.
Yeah.
Artists, especially me, you know what I mean? Because I put my all into my music, so that's what I want to hear.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, for real.
But I agree though, as far as like Colorado. When I moved from Colorado for a little bit, and I lived out in like Virginia for like 2 years.
Where at?
And
Where's you at?
I was in Virginia Beach, and then for like a year, and then I was up in Fredericksburg, which is like country as fuck, like
it.
for another year. But the people out there are not friendly though, like at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even talking about just from a rapping perspective,
Yeah,
because
overall.
just overall, like niggas was like just and it's like for me it was kind of a culture shock too though, because I pretty much grew up in Colorado and I was surrounded by white people. You know what I mean? And then I moved out to Virginia and it's like nothing but black people.
Oh, niggas.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've never been in that environment where it was like majority black. I'm used to being the legit minority.
How you think I felt when I moved to Detroit? Like, that shit it was like a whole different planet. It's like, I don't know, like
how long
Wakanda,
you been in Detroit now?
Since 06.
Oh, okay.
So I've been gone since 16.
Yeah.
16 years. I done lived a whole second life there.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
I've actually lived out there longer than what I lived out here, officially.
Yeah.
You feel that? That's why it's important with that album Dream Cruise for me to make it some Detroit shit, because it'll just be a statement like, I don't belong to y'all no more. You know, like it's still the crib and shit, but just so I could get it off of me, you know, like as far as having a feeling of responsibility to the state and the scene and the culture here. I'm so far removed from that shit. I don't need to prioritize it. You feel me?
Yeah. So we had you last time before the album came out though.
Yeah.
So how you been feeling about the reception that the album's been getting since it's been 2 months or about a month and a half or so since it dropped? No,
about to be 3,
Yeah,
January
so-
28th. It's about to be 3 months. 90 days since it dropped. Shit, I feel like people really rock with it. I done heard good stuff. I feel good about it. I'm happy as hell that I did it, and
it's definitely like a cool, relaxed, laid project. Like I like it.
Yeah.
That's the album that you like. If you taking a road trip, like with your homies or like whoever, just
Good
like
vibes.
just good vibes, like just very very chill. Just I love
Some
that
joints
shit.
on there is like elevator music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like that, you know what I'm saying? I like that style. I don't always want to. I mean, music is like you need a song for your mood, you know what I'm saying? And like the music that bro create, you know what I mean? I definitely, if I'm in an elevator music mood, that's what I want to hear. If I'm on some trap shit, that's what I want to hear. If I want to be on some conscious shit, that's what I'm gonna listen to, So yeah, he definitely what's the word I want to use? He definitely touched on every aspect of music on his project.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nah,
Gave you a little bit of everything.
Yeah, gave you a little bit of
Like,
everything for
a
sure.
gumbo.
Right. Potluck. Yeah.
it
It wasn't no swine on that project though. It was all seafood in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, you had the seafood gumbo
no,
though.
Yeah.
I feel you. Hey, actually, I don't fuck with seafood though. Like,
You allergic or something?
nah, I just never liked the texture, man. Like, but you
you're
know
one
what?
of
I'm
those
trying.
All
people.
seafood, or is that like
You're one of
know,
those.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not eting shrimp because
Okay.
shrimp is the
He's like,
cockroaches of the sea.
Yeah, we have
I've heard that
You're
before.
overthinking it, man.
Nah, man.
You're overthinking it.
If I'm gonna eat a roach, I'm gonna go to my old apartment. That's how I feel. I'm gonna cook one of them motherfuckers.
Look at this. Look at this. Look.
But he watching the game right now. Ingram just yoked on somebody.
So is that different from fish and shellfish, or like?
Well, and that's the thing. I actually do like some fish though. I just
Okay.
don't really eat fish like really often.
What's the ones you like?
Yeah, what's the one?
Well, I've had some cod that was fire. It was like blackened cod.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
And honestly, probably just some like fried fried fish. Like
yes, like
you know what I'm saying?
catfish.
Yeah,
It
like
is
catfish
like
or
that.
something. But yeah, I don't eat fish often. I'm not the type to go to a restaurant and be like, I'm gonna order fish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had it because somebody forced it upon me
You
to
ain't-
eat
you ain't a seafood
it.
nigga like
yeah.
that. Okay.
But you also dropped the album Messiah, right? In
Yeah,
February, I
Yup,
believe.
February 2nd. Yeah, the second coming, and I titled it.
So that came out 2-2. Was that intentional?
Yeah, it was
22,
intentional.
2022?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I was like, let's go ahead and play with the, with the history.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
So,
So, what's the album mean to you then?
Yeah, so I had dropped a project. It was a mixtape back in 2014 called The Genesis, and I did another project with Quentin and Martha God in 2020, and then me going back to doing the solo thing, with the Second Coming.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of like it was really symbolic to me, kind of like, being like, not necessarily the savior, but just because I went through something, from 2014 all the way to 2020. So it was like me kind of coming back from the dead. So that's what that really represented for me, because I went through a lot of things mentally. So, I had to overcome that. And, I got back in the pen, the pad. And, so that's what the second.
So were you, between 2014 and 2020, were you not like doing any music at all then?
I mean, I was writing here and there. I was, performing old joints, but I wasn't making like new music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, Second Coming, that's what that really means towards me. Just like, like a rebirth.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, who you got featured on it, production wise?
I got Joe Spano on. Me and him, we did Righteous and Reckless. I got a few producers on there. Profound's on there. A guy named Skinny White. He's from Norway. It's a few guys on there. Taliban Reese, of course, he's on the Goodfellas.
Okay.
Yeah. So, man, it's a nice project, and that's one of those projects where I felt like I touched on every element, or at least I tried to. Storytelling, being creative, like Married to Marijuana. Basically giving like an idea as if marijuana was my woman, or as if I was in a relationship with marijuana. Yeah. Like I said, I've given stories, personal stories, Black Italians, put myself in a.
That's the one I did hear, because I saw that was the one that she had put on her story.
Yeah, just being creative, putting myself in the mob boss's shoes. You know what I'm saying? Just and also giving it some realism as far as like how it connects with my life.
Yeah.
And kind of making the two coincide with one another. But Black Italians was fun when I made it. Even when I heard the beat, I'm like, yo, this sound like some Sicilian type of shit. Like, yeah, like
boom,
that was
boom,
it.
boom,
That was the
boom.
first thing, that came to me. And like even at the end of my performance, I talked about the Moors, conquering Sicily. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a fact. That's why I told them to, do your knowledge. And it's a lot of things, Black people, we got to know about ourselves. So, yeah.
Do you do like a lot of like stream of conscious type stuff? Like I feel like there's kind of like this like kind of a wave with rappers, kind of like with they kind of have this like West Side. I just think like West Side, Rock Marciano, even you guys were talking earlier, like Ghostface, Raekwon, like they kind of like they have topics and shit they stick to, but they also, it's just like this real like stream of conscious where it's just where you were saying like sometimes it's just like throwing out words, but it's actually kind of like a deeper level. Is that kind of how you would describe your style a little bit?
Definitely. Yeah. It's exactly what you said.
Shit,
You
we
took the one. I don't even answer that one.
Right.
You answer that. You just answer my question.
My bad. Maybe I should dial back on my questions so that I'm not like too deep.
Yeah, dumb your questions down a little bit. Yeah, he answered it. He answered it like, yo. Nah, you definitely on point, bro.
Right. You got me thinking about it a different
So,
way.
all right. So you said before you did the solo stuff. Now, so were you like in a duo or were you like in a like super group type thing?
Well, yeah, me and Q, we always been like a duo. You know what I mean? But we our own entities. You know what I'm saying? And I mean,
but is Q a producer or?
That's Quentin the guy. Yeah, he's another
okay.
Artist. He's a part of Bruiser Brigade. They doing their thing in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're familiar. Yeah.
They were just an album, right?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
J.U.
okay.
West and
Dropped the
Q
album
and
with
Fat
the
Ray. Yeah,
Bruiser.
so
Okay, word.
yeah, those
Brody.
brothers, they doing their thing in Detroit, man. And like I said, it's a lot of us, that people don't know about that got, like crazy bars. So Yeah, man. I just like to see the, we coming.
Hey, that's good,
Yeah.
yo. I definitely hope I'm seeing. I mean, obviously, I know Jarrell gonna probably slide back out here, but I definitely hope you slide out here as well,
For
man.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely gotta keep networking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Build
That's what I want to do. If I could at least once, if not twice a year, organize some shit where I get some of the homies out here, and then we get it. So, even if we returning a favor, getting some people from the crib out here to swing out to Detroit and shit, just to have that line of communication, just had niggas showing that love to each other. Yeah.
That's very important. Like that, having that sense of community between.
There go Willie Green from Detroit, man.
Right.
Having that sense of community between people and just like feeling like you have like people there that'll support you and like you'll go out and support them and like all the avenues that they're going through, like, and everything. Like it's really important to have like that core of that.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who I was telling that shit to. It might have been Specs. I don't remember when we was walking back, and I was like, I feel like that way about my man Basement. A little dude in the green, Mussolini manager.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Where I was just like, I feel like almost like this nigga, he's out here kicking doors down for us. So, like, you gotta protect this nigga at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
So we could just get, for the shit that we like, for the shit that we like.
I mean, exactly, though. That's why I like that we got like, because I mainly listen to, kind of a lot more of the underground. Like both of your guys' albums would be stuff that falls more in line with what I would be listening to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too much into trap music. Nothing against it, but it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? So I like that we're getting some of that here in the city. You know what I'm saying? When I was rapping out here, I feel like the times when I like did shows, like it was nobody that was dope to me. Like on the bill, you know what I mean? It was like I felt like I was the only one that was fired. You know what I mean? But last night though, I felt like everybody, like at the Mussolini joint, I felt like everybody was dope.
Oh yeah. Them brothers was bringing heat.
Look, this is the thing, and this is what it made me feel like. It made me feel like you ever been what's closed now, but like the Head Nod Suite at the Vision Gallery, or I don't know what. First Friday or something that like the old Miami. That's the shit where it's just like on some culture shit. It just be nothing but snipers. That's how that felt being in there last. It felt like a classic Detroit hip hop show.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to it and then finale in that bitch, Boldy James just used to be at shows. I remember rocking shows in shoe stores with Danny
Boldy
Brown.
James from Detroit?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Boldy
I thought all them niggas was from Buffalo.
No.
Boldy from Detroit.
Okay.
Like I said, Detroit, we making some noise. We on the rise.
Yeah. I see.
We slowly bubbling.
I see.
For real.
Y'all niggas got any tracks together though?
We do.
Y'all do?
Yeah. Man, it's funny. We was just talking about them, like, but we also got tracks with other cats on it. So
that's
we really
on it. It's not me and him.
Yeah.
But yeah,
exactly.
But
it ain't tailored to me and Laz. So I told him, I said, I wish
that happen.
we gonna definitely get on it.
Yeah,
for sure.
That shit for real.
Facts.
Like, I mean, I've heard this man like play like, which I love his shit, but just like getting to see you tonight, like I met you yesterday, like I didn't even really know that you were an artist like that. I didn't know that you were out here like that. So whenever I saw you go up and start performing, I was like, oh shit, and like it was dope, like for real.
That, for real. Much appreciated. Thank you.
My bad. So, what do y'all got planned for the future though? Like, as far as individual, like what you got an album you're working on right now?
I got a project I'm working on right now, and it's gonna be. I don't want to go too much into it because. I'm a person who believes in the element of surprise.
Okay.
Yeah, so I kind of want to catch people off guard.
But you are working on something.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely working on it.
Right.
And last, I'm a teller. So I'll just say that it got a lot to do with storytelling.
Okay. Yeah, we
Yeah,
need storytelling back in music in general, not
It's
just
so
rap,
necessary. That shit's so cold.
but, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
What's
practice.
favorite storytelling joints? What do y'all got
Um,
off the top of your head?
I like
What's
the
some of your
Biggie
favorite?
joint. I like the.
I got a story tell.
I got a story to
I
tell.
love that song.
Yeah, I like that. I like that joint. I like Rod Black Jasmine.
I never heard that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
shit.
that's a fly one. Man, you caught me off guard with that one. I wish I really could.
Hey, I caught me
Right.
off
Sit
guard,
back
too.
and,
the ones I know
off the
off the top of my head, I
Artist
got
storytelling for me. Like,
Yeah, the artist
like,
storytelling.
that's a
Duckworth.
Yeah, all the storytelling for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, yo, you caught me off guard.
Duckworth.
Ken-
is a,
Kendrick
yeah.
got a couple.
A Good Kid,
Duckworth,
Mad City
Art-
is like pretty much like
Yeah.
I
storytelling.
think Nas
like,
got one
Right.
called Underlying Love.
I never heard
Something
that.
like
Oh no,
that.
Yeah, what
I
album
have
is
heard.
it
Is that on Life Is Good?
Nah, it's a little bit.
It's the earlier
a little
one?
earlier. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I know. Obviously, I gave you Power. That's another one where he's talking
That
from.
shit is
Facts.
ridiculous.
But my favorite would be the Rewind Nas joint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
though.
Rewind was
Listen
crazy.
up,
That's-
gangsters and
yeah.
hoes.
Yeah, that was some intricate thinking. You know
Facts,
what I mean?
man.
Real, that shit was like, y'all have seen Tenet?
Yes.
I
That
have.
shit was
I'm
like
fucking-
Man,
I
live,
I'm sorry.
live and shit. I had to watch it a couple times. Though,
They might
like,
even
'cause the
stole the
first time I was
concept
like,
from Nas. Yeah, Tenet was real nice.
I didn't
Don't
think
tell
about
it
that.
too much because
Nah,
now I
no.
feel like
It's
Nah, we're
just-
not gonna go into
It's a,
I'm
it's
sorry.
it's
I
a,
know I'm late, but
it's
I
the
am gonna
same
watch it.
dude
I
that
am.
made it's a-
Inception.
Inception. Yeah. So
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
like you're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
forget
huh?
his
So like
name.
I had to watch it a couple times. Like,
Yeah,
I got a guy who's good with directors and actors. I'm not so good with it.
Yeah,
I wish
yeah.
I could
Christopher
tell you.
Nolan. It's
There you
Christopher
go.
Nolan. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
and it has
gotta watch it, though,
Denzel's
bro.
son in it.
Yeah. David.
What y'all think about him? I think he's.
That's the
Oh,
only
I
thing
think-
I've seen him in, but I thought he was fire in that.
No, he's dope.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a nice
he's the Black Klansman.
Oh, you're right.
Word.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
movie
Hey,
was
that
good,
took
too.
And that-
Black Klansman took place out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
You
Colorado
know that?
Springs. Yeah.
yeah.
You ever heard about that movie?
I've never seen it.
You heard about it though, right?
I've never heard about
It's
it.
based off of a true story, like off of a dude, like a black cop that was in Colorado Springs. And Denzel's son, like the movie Black Klansman, is based off of him.
But
This-
essentially, he kind
He
of
like
he joined-
infiltrated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he infiltrates
Over
the
the phone.
KKK.
Yeah.
Okay.
with,
over the phone, right?
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
has a white officer is his proxy. Basically, he taught the black dude is the one who's actually communicating with the KKK members, but the white cop is the one that's being him in person. You know what I'm saying? So, and he kind of just infiltrates them because there used to be, and I mean, it probably still is, but there
Them
used to
niggas
be
still
a
out
huge
here.
faction of KKK of Klansmen out here.
They
This was
just
like
went
one of the
underground.
big areas.
That none of that shit goes away. It just goes underground, bro.
Exactly.
I
Yep.
always felt like that shit was still somewhere out here. Like I ain't never like came across no nigga in no white hood or nothing like that. But man, that shit out here somewhere.
No, yeah,
It's out here somewhere for real.
racism. Honestly, it's never gonna die.
Oh yeah, it'll
Yeah, I mean,
always be there.
unfortunately,
It'll be
yeah.
an incessant thing that
Yeah.
happens.
Because even if it's not like a white on black thing, it's going to be colorism essentially, some sort. Because even when you look at like India, I don't know if you guys remember.
Caste system.
Yeah,
We was just
they had the
talking about this shit.
untouchables, like, and they were the untouchables were the darkest niggas over there.
Yeah.
And they label them as untouchables, like you can't even
Yeah.
touch them niggas,
Yeah.
or you might as well just be with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so it's just like it's always gonna exist, unfortunately. But it's just the way it is. What about you though? I
forgot
future
what the-
projects. Future
Oh, okay.
projects.
I was
Yeah, we
about
went
to
off
shit.
on
I
Yeah,
done
we on
forgot
a
the
big
question and shit.
tangent.
I'm trying to get my memory.
Nah, this is good
Yeah.
talk.
I be forgetting shit all the time on here,
I
so I'm
feel
like,
you.
I'm just trying to keep
This
my
is
memory.
organic though. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? This
yeah,
is,
yeah.
This is what you want.
Yeah, facts, yo.
Low key, I've been telling niggas this shit. I kind of feel like
Actually, hold on, time out.
Yeah.
Let's do the cameras real quick.
all
We got
right.
it. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
we are back. So I was asking you,
All right.
what you got future planned? Projects.
Album
Yeah.
project wise. Shit.
Shit done kicked in.
Dog. Hey, it did.
you on the-
What shit? What shit did
Hold on, are we allowed to tell the folks what's happening?
I mean, it's just mushrooms.
Yeah, I mean, some people.
Do y'all have some more?
Some people ain't trying to.
It's a little bit. It's outside. It's ground up. I got them for my little bro and sis.
I want them.
Them boys slap.
Oh my
You
god.
know, so
But if y'all want to save them, I understand.
so look, this kind of been my thing. Like I want to do albums, but the way I make albums, it just takes so long. You know,
how long did it take you to do Dream Cruise?
I mean, I got 2 songs on there that's like fucking 6-7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But that was how I met Mitsu.
Yeah.
You feel me? Was off of the Cloud9 and the Represent.
Mm-hmm.
I was still working at the paint company when I sent Mitsu them shits. You feel me? Like that shit was so long ago. And once I really, and I guess that's not bad. You know, like damn, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm sitting here shitting on myself. Like, you know, because as I start to give you the answer, it's like, what, nigga, that shit didn't even take that long. Like a year and a half, you know?
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not that long.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not that long.
Especially when you talk about we've been waiting on Detox since 2000.
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know, like, for me, it's like consistency. I want to up my volume. So as of right now, in the way that I want to play shit, you know, like my plan with this album, I was gonna take this one in Japan. I might flip that boy into a second one in Japan with a different producer. I want to go on world tour with the music.
Yeah.
Rockstar shit. Fuck that. My next one gonna be produced by a nigga in Germany. Like, I'm done working with you niggas. Like,
You know, like, all international niggas for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to get passport stamps. You know,
Yeah,
so
I
when it
feel
open up and it actually makes sense. It just slide out and do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like, you seen that shit, Messiah? It's like, you nice, but you be walking around nice in plain sight, and niggas be acting like,
Yeah.
You come out here and you the same nigga, you just as nice as you is back home. How do they treat you?
Treat you like, you know what I mean? Like you
Damn,
out,
nigga, you
know?
cold as hell. All the motherfuckers want to know all this shit about you. Why
That kinda-
do
and
that at the crib?
That kind of supports back what I'm saying. I'm telling you, we got a lot of whack ass niggas out here.
I use it to my advantage out here.
Yeah.
I make it so nobody knows me for real.
Yeah.
But I'm personable.
Yes.
You feel me? You
Yes.
niggas don't know me.
Exactly.
I just show up and I change the temperature.
Exactly.
There you go.
Same.
And then I'm out. That's all you niggas need. There you go. You feel me? Like, it works to your advantage when niggas can't physically touch you. If they can't reach out and touch you, then they have to be a fan.
Yeah.
And I'd rather, you know, and that's like the line that I be drawing. I be wanting to share more shit. I be wanting to like share shit with my lady and my daughter on the daily and shit, my business. Man, there's no mystique in that shit. I'm tired of you niggas. I'm just trying to smash all that cute shit that niggas be on. Just like telling niggas what they ate for dinner, how they dress in the day, like all that shit. That shit annoying, nigga. Like, it is. Like, that shit is annoying. And as a person who's just trying to live my life on a daily basis and shit, you know, it's hard enough to survive.
Facts.
But goddamn, you know, like, if you one of them niggas, I honestly don't even want you to listen to my music. If you can't fuck with me without me telling you what I ate for breakfast and like everything that I'm fucking, if I can't just drop and then you'll fuck with it because you fuck with me, then I guess I'm straight on you too.
Nah, son, we need to know.
You know,
we need to know if you like your grits sweet or savory.
Right.
Ooh,
because that's so
do
important.
you like them sweet or savory? That's a good question.
Savory. That
Okay.
sweet shit is
Me
disgusting.
too.
Why?
I'm a savory.
Who
I'm
is-
a
Why
savory.
you smiling? You put sugar on your
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
You put sugar in your shit.
Oh,
You're
oh,
good.
oh,
Sugar.
oh,
Justify.
Oh.
Trying to justify that shit.
I'm a little different. I like both. Yeah.
You can't be on the fence.
Hold on, you put both in at the same
Yeah,
time?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Salt
shit.
and sugar?
No, it's like
What?
like hold on, slow
A
down.
hybrid.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. It's like the pretzel with the chocolate on it.
I was
You know
about to
what I'm
say,
Oh,
saying?
sweet
Like,
savory.
I do
Yeah.
do popcorn.
I'm like,
with
yo,
M-
let me
the
hold on, let me
popcorn with
explain
M&Ms.
myself.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. You do. I do like that salt and that sweet like balance though. Like I said, because I do the popcorn and M&Ms all the time when I'm watching movies. Like that's my thing. Popcorn and like
You do what?
M&Ms and popcorn and M&Ms. It's a fire combo, yo.
Really?
Oh yeah, it just tastes like chocolate.
Hey, yo,
together.
I wanted
Crazy.
to add on to something LAZ was talking about, like being back at home, and I couldn't remember one of the 48 laws of power, but it's, law 16, use absence to increase your strength. The more you are seen and heard from, the more common you appear. So back at home, because you're accessible, people like, it's almost like your value decrease. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like when you out of town, like going back to what bro was saying, when you can't be reached, you're more valuable. Like, yeah, we gotta get this nigga back out here. You know what I mean? So
That's
Make
what-
people miss you.
yeah, so I had to come back to that one because I like to do my research before I'm throwing anything out there. But yeah.
So are you
Yeah.
like a big,
Salt and sugar though.
so you
Salt
a,
and both
you
of
a big
them.
reader though?
I like
little bit of
both
butter.
them.
Yeah. Right now I'm reading. I'm in the middle of Behold, the Pale Horse by William Cooper. So yeah, I try to brush up on my reading. I haven't done it in a while, but I read like the Donald Guam books. Robert Greene.
Yeah.
Better than me.
Mafia. Yeah.
You better than me. Only reading I do
The
is
Last Dawn
text
by
message,
Mario
you know what I'm saying?
Puzo. Yeah.
You know what I had to do, and it hurt me to make the admission. I had to get an Audible account. I just listen to books now.
Mike already
Yeah.
said he
When I
can't
can't
do
read,
that.
I
Mike
listen to
can't
the
do
au-
it.
yeah.
It's
audio.
hard for me to sit down and
Yeah.
read, but I still have that shit where, there's
try.
shit that I need
Yeah.
to take in, and I just pay for it.
Yeah. The last audio I listened to was the Four Agreements.
So
I actually
oh
read
my
that
God,
one.
That is so crazy that you said that because I was just about to tell you that the Four Agreements, like I read the Four Agreements first and then I got it on an audiobook and I just have it like sometimes whenever I'm like, like this has been a very trying day or like
Yeah.
a very trying week.
What is
I'm
it, like
like,
a
let
30
me
minute?
What is that?
It's
What
like
is
a
it?
30-minute audiobook or something?
No,
Is
like
it longer than that?
it's longer than that, but it's
It's
like
probably
but it's
like 2 hours,
yeah,
maybe 3.
Yeah, like not even.
I read it
bad.
though.
But it's great because like you can just listen to one agreement one
Yeah.
day, like you
Yeah.
can listen to the second agreement.
Yeah.
Like it's a very. I mean, even the book is a very light
Yeah,
read. It's
thin.
very
It's
thin.
like 60 pages. I read it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like 60
Word?
pages.
Yeah, it's
I'm
That's
not
like
even
one of the
familiar
last.
with it.
That's like one of the last books I ever read, and that was in like that was a long time ago. Let's just say that.
and that
Straight up.
dude that wrote the book, he has a lot of series like that. Like something. I think he has one like that has to do with like love languages.
Mhm.
Yeah, like he has a lot of really good books like that are in that pretty much that same
It's like an Indian dude that writes that, right?
I feel like it's a Hispanic. Hold on.
Oh no, you might be right.
Yeah, I couldn't.
You might be
call it.
right.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
his name?
Hold on. Let me-
All right. I'm not familiar, but I definitely thought.
Yeah, I couldn't even remember the author. I just jumped right into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but,
think the last.
it's one of
shit
those
that
books you got to read like once a year. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
yeah, for sure.
keep you healthy.
Yeah, it pertains to everything.
Don Miguel Ruiz
Okay.
is the dude that
Okay.
wrote it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, peep him. He got a lot of good books. That's the only one I read though, but I've heard nothing but good things about his
Oh
writing.
yeah, he has the Mastery of Love. There's the Fifth Agreement as well.
Oh, he just created a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
new agreement.
Why they had this new referee cam where these niggas is like,
Nah, they want. Hey, they need you to be. They need to
Jesus.
talk to the people about what they calling now, son.
Jesus.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
books, I try to read books because keep me open minded. There's lives out there that I've never lived.
Right.
And you can not necessarily. It almost feel like you're living through someone else through a book.
Yeah, yeah.
It gives me different perceptions, so that's
Right.
the reason why I do read books. It helps me come up with different ideas and different concepts. So, yeah,
Have you read The Alchemist?
I've read The Alchemist.
Yeah.
I haven't read
That's
it.
another
That's,
book
that's
you-
probably
It's a
one of the
good
last
book. I
books.
keep hearing
I
about
read
it.
that.
Yeah, The
I
Alchemist
actually
is a
read
good book.
that. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
an easy read.
It
too.
is a very
Yeah.
easy read. Like,
Once I
Is it,
started,
like,
I
kinda
couldn't
thin,
stop.
too?
yeah,
I feel
it's
like
probably about
Word.
like
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna have to peep
it's
that.
It's
yeah,
another
something-
book you got to
yeah.
read like once a year too.
Once I started, I couldn't stop. That shit, it turned into a page turner.
Mhm.
It's like, oh shit, like find myself bored, like, man, I gotta hop back in here. Like,
That's one of those
I couldn't
books.
get enough of it.
It's one of those books like everything happened for a reason, and the people that come in your life are there for a reason. You know, people are seasonal, and some are,
Yeah.
everlasting or whatever. But yeah, that's what I got from it. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, me meeting Laz and me coming here and having this, podcast with you guys. That's kind of like,
Yeah.
The Alchemist. It kind of like this person take you to this level, and that
Yeah.
person take you to the next level.
Okay.
And once they took you to your, that destination, then it's like, all right, I have to leave you here. You know what I mean? So, and yeah, that's what the Alchemist meant
Yeah.
to me.
I'm gonna have to peep
It's
that.
dope.
One of my favorite one book that really really helped me, and it's not even like a book where it's like, okay, it's telling a story. The format of the book is basically like it's an interview. And so the book is called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
And
I read a little
that's-
bit about
My
that one.
homegirl, I got that. I
That
actually
shit
been
is-
listening to
Yo,
shit.
that book holds you accountable.
It
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
It
yeah.
does.
I-
Like, and the
Man.
conversation that they have, like, throughout the whole book, it's like, damn, like, because as you're reading it, and like these people are like, this person is asking this question that's talking to Eckhart Tolle, it's just like, it makes you think about like shit in
Facts.
your life where you're like, God
Facts.
damn, like, am I actually even living in the
There's
now?
no
Like,
excuses.
am I living?
I just
like,
started that on Audible.
oh, dope. And then
The
you have
other
to
day.
you have to read the follow up to it, which is A New Earth, and that has to deal everything with the ego. And
Yeah.
then whenever you read that shit, you realize like how egotistical you can be, like in
Yeah.
everyday, like just super like simple
Earth.
things in your A New Earth, yeah.
Okay.
It,
Throw this in your phone.
you
Right, you know what I
realize
mean? With my
like
book, yeah, let me get the notes out.
you realize how egotistical you can be, like in very small instances, and it's like A New Earth. Yeah. Yeah, that's just the truth. Like, but it's definitely a good book to read after you read The Power of Now.
Hey, we about to start a Good Life book club. Up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
Books are
didn't
good
drop
for
a
the
bunch of
mind.
titles for everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate all our listeners and our non-listeners. They're gonna be like, yo, these niggas done elevated to. They getting educated up in here. We're not used to this. Shit. So, hey, we on that. Let me ask you then. How is it doing like the entrepreneurial stuff? Like, because you got your own business. What is it? Handy Relocations, right?
Yeah.
So like, how do you apply your rapper mind to being an entrepreneur?
It suits me so much more for like just the way that I naturally think and shit. Like it's hard for me to not approach. It's hard for me to not approach shit in a way that's not like orderly.
Okay.
Cause otherwise you could just use bullshit and a lack of effort to steer shit in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
The losers could win when there's no business on the floor.
Okay.
The losers can be winners, and that's some bullshit.
That's
because-
that abstract shit right
Yeah,
there.
right.
But,
you-
I
you see
understand
what I'm
exactly
saying,
what you're
though.
saying, though. Yeah, for sure.
Because there's no rules,
Yeah, I get it.
and when it ain't no rules, you could just there's nothing there that's in place.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you don't have that as an element to your
For
shit,
sure,
and there's
for
so
sure.
many parts of rap where it's just no rules, and
That's the
that's
beauty
the
about
shit
it.
that make me not fuck with certain parts of music, because it's like no rules, it's no ethics, it's no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a whole bunch of niggas like doing all this shit just to try to increase being seen and all of this shit, and it ain't no real equity in that shit. The equity is in like owning assets and like, that's why, for me, like between the business shit, it's like on some yin and yang shit, it satisfies the other part of myself that has to that I need. I need to be able to like be over some shit and tinker and work on some shit. I need that.
Yeah.
Because that's the shit. Like I'm a I work and where I feel like I'm in an era where people are like demonizing work. I be talking to my lady about this shit.
I mean, it's true though. People do kind of demonize
They
work. because
demonize
everybody
work. Everybody
does want to be on YouTube. Everybody wants to be a creator.
Yeah.
A content, not just a creator, a content.
Yeah, you know, and people
Everyone
like
wants to be viral.
yeah, you know, and everybody is like demonized. Oh, you're part of the hustle culture. You're just trying to, but like that's the shit. I'm
like, oh,
we
you want
we
something more for yourself, and it's like, no, I'm not saying that. Like, I want to have a. So it's okay if you want to have something that you feel is stable, and like stability for people is different, you know. Like, it doesn't mean like, okay, if you want to be an influencer and like your stability comes in like you posting shit every day and like making a certain amount of money off of that, then that's cool. Stability to me might mean like coming in like to work, like doing a 9 to 5 or whatever, but still being able to live out my passions and do the things that I love to do. Like,
I don't like how shit it kind of turn that direction where people just shit on nigga. Your mama got a job, bro. You know, like nigga, your granddaddy had a job.
No, you don't went there. Nigga, your mama got a job. Nigga. Stop talking to me.
That's probably a title right there. That's the title.
You know, like I just don't like how people are demonizing that shit. And for me, like, I ground myself through work, you know, and I done found like just compartmentalizing that shit. I approach music like it's work, but that's not a trigger word for me. Work can be fun,
right?
Business can be fun,
yeah.
You know, like these, but them two words is like trigger words and hot button words for rappers.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand that shit. And I just had to leave niggas alone. That's why I was like, you know what?
I just think it's like it probably is part of the, you know, everybody thinks when you're if you know somebody who does music, rapper, whatever, they get a single on the radio, everybody who's a commenter just assumes that
you got it like
you
that.
Rich, yeah. So then I think when you're the rapper or the musician, now you're thinking like, I can't fail and go back to like working now. This where working comes back in, because now everybody's gonna see me as a failure because I'm not doing whatever other entertainers are doing, which is being trendy on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's kind of the mindset that some people fall into in that regard.
Yeah, you know, if you like it, I love it. It's whatever, but you know, just for me, I feel like there's a whole middle. Niggas act, they see the top and then they see the bottom. They don't even realize that there's a whole middle that exists. You know, and they don't even try to hit that point. It's just like boom or bust. And that's why it's important. It's important for me. Actually, the day when Nipsey died, when we were shooting a video for Acapulco. We was trying to shoot it that very first time. Me and my nigga Sykes found out Nipsey died, and it was just like, oh man, like, you know, we went back to the drawing board. We stopped shooting, but it was like on that day, I was just like, man, I'm gonna do my part. You know, that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't usually like, not that I don't care when rappers die, but like, I don't be knowing niggas like that.
It don't hit you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I wasn't even like a super big all the time listener Nipsey shit, but it was just like, he was so important. And the shit that he was putting down was so important. I was like, I'm gonna take that. And when I want to be able to put my best foot forward and show people, give them a look into my life. Messiah be doing the same. He's a barber, you know. So it's like you show people the different aspects and the avenues, you know, in addition to the music.
Mm-hmm.
People need to see that because they act like there's no middle. So that's where you get all these fucking clowns from, because they just do all this weird shit trying to be seen, because that's all they know. They don't have no metrics. So you end up being boom gang and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like doing dumb shit, poisoning yourself.
So you're a barber. Do you have your own salon shop right now, or are you trying to? Is that something you want to invest in and get your own salon or shop in the future?
Definitely, I would like to invest in a barber shop. I love the just the barber culture, the barbershop culture. So yeah, like my grandfather, he's a barber. His brother was a barber. His brother name was Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
They had another brother named Curly.
Curly,
he's one of them names. He didn't even want to say one of them names, but his name was Curly. He was a barber. My Uncle Keith, he a barber in Grand Rapids. I got a cousin, Will the barber. He cuts on 6 Mile and Southfield Road.
Word?
That's my cousin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like
he called this fuck. I had my hair cut by him before.
Yeah, my young cousin Vontrell, he cut hair.
Okay,
he
so
in Pontiac.
It's kind of family business.
Yeah, it's deeply rooted. You know what I'm saying? And I got a couple
DNA.
Yeah, I got a couple female cousins. They do hair too. So yeah, like I said, I love the culture, and I definitely would invest in a barbershop. Yeah, but music is definitely like that number one thing that I would.
Yeah.
Love to retire off of, and the barber game. Both of them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and it's that whole hustle mentality. You
Facts.
can do both. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody's stopping you from kind of doing both.
And like I approach, the barber. I mean, the hip hop game, like the barber game, like with every haircut, I'm trying to do my best. He's my walking billboard. So my song, I'm like, I'm trying to get the next fan or the next client. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
That's
fan or that client is a fan. So yeah, and I'm just always putting out my best work. Now, like like if you look at my whole body of work, what I actually say, like that specific song is my best work. Like I can't say that, but I'm always putting 100% in each and every song and each and every haircut. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Hey,
that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
I think I was a little bit everywhere with that one, but
No, it makes sense.
I'm trying to correlate the two, but I definitely look at the hip hop game like the barber game.
Yeah. It makes 100% sense. Like
like niggas say, look at the rap game like the drug game, like so.
But it's more than just drugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a little bit that come with that one.
Yeah, everybody, and that's the thing too. Is like I feel like that's. Just in the fandom, that's a problem with a lot of people is we think all rappers got to be one type.
Yeah.
Right.
Hell, it's like it's one of the problems I have with white people I know that listen to hip hop, because a lot of times they don't listen to somebody because they're like,
let's talk
he's not
about
street,
it.
he's not hood,
Yeah.
he's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more than just that
For
anyway.
Go away.
Like we don't go look at Al Pacino and be like, yo, he's not really a mobster. Like he ain't out there living that shit like that. But we do it with every rapper, thinking that they're not taking this as a business of sorts. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of marketing themselves a particular way.
Right.
Like, and just kind of like you're saying, like using the music, whatever song, as the billboard to get more people to come see them, and this could be, or just other people in general from a word of mouth standpoint. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
I'm fucking with the stuff. I'm like, I haven't listened to the whole project, but I'm going to listen to the project, and then I'm sure I'm going to find something, because on here we like to make playlists. So
Right.
I make at least 2 playlists a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm gonna find something to throw on a playlist. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like I like to use these playlists to put other people onto other shit that they might not be knowing. You know what I'm saying? I don't just go look for all the popular shit.
On the last playlist that you did, I added it and shit. I found a couple joints, I tell you.
And that's good. That's all I'm really making them for. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want everybody to there's a lot of shit that I don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? I'm just finding it through everybody else on here, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to share it with other people, basically.
And look, this the last thing I'm gonna say on this biz. We go straight back to the music shit. That it's no buffer. The reason I fuck with biz too, in addition to the music, is because I have a buffer that enables me to have an attitude. Mm-hmm. When you trying to just like live off of art and your community around them, you gotta appease them motherfuckers, and you just become agreeable.
Yeah,
and that's the biggest thing, and niggas forget that shit about hip hop is an attitude. Niggas be stripping the attitude away, like trying to go viral, showing these niggas all these layers of your life. They could tear you down and take that shit away from you, you know, or you green light people having this sense of power in your shit where they feel like they could take away from you and shit. That's one of my fears. And one of my fears is to become agreeable just so I could continue to make art. Like, that shit whack to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't sing. I'm a die rapping. That's what I do, nigga. I rap. So
right. And you're not trying to necessarily fit into anyone's mold of what.
Yeah, you know, and the shit that I don't like, I want to be able to say I don't like that. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't like that shit. Because it's the attitude.
Right.
It's an attitude of hip hop. It's
sure.
A certain attitude.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a certain I don't give a fuckiness about it and shit that niggas give up for, and they trade that shit in for partnerships with all these people who don't give a fuck about you. The fuck, them niggas dug up them old ass Rick Ross lyrics and niggas signed a Reebok or some shit and they throw them right back off of Reebok. Like,
yeah, for the
like, man, what
you
the
don't
fuck?
even know it joint.
Yeah,
that's one thing I never want to do, like compromise my, like my talent for like money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I always want to remain true to myself.
You gotta shake hands and do all these sponsored things between motherfuckers.
Smiling niggas' faces. You don't even
that's
like.
I know, like, Doja, she always be ranting a lot of times.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of a lot of what she doesn't necessarily directly say it, but I think that's what she alludes to. She kind of she loves doing music, but she hates all the other shit where she's forced
to that level.
Yeah, you're forced to go do this. Like, her whole day is planned for her because of how big she is.
Yeah.
Crazy niggas didn't.
That's why she was like that one song. She's like, I'm not say so. Like, she was like, I'm not fucking performing this song like again.
Yeah,
because she was so tired of it. Like, and there was so many times whenever she would perform and like she would do different renditions of it because she's like, I'm not just gonna give you the same. Trying to spice it up because she's like, I'm not gonna give you the same thing like over and over and over and over again because I'm fucking bored. Like, how are y'all not bored?
Yeah. So like, when you guys are doing your albums, like, how many times have you heard the album or before you put it out? Because I'm sure.
Man, LAZ was just talking about this. I told him once I create a song, like I never revisit it.
You just
I move forward. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like I want new ideas, fresh ideas. Like I clear my mind for new ideas to find a place, but I can't keep old songs, like, of course they in the file cabinet. I gotta blow the dust off, I gotta,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm moving forward,
Yeah.
And cause I feel like with every artist, you get tired of the song,
Right.
First you write it, then you rehearse it, then you record it, then you might. I mean, some niggas could do first take, some niggas would take a little bit more time. Then you play in the back, you love it, then your fans love it. Now you performing it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
it just get dated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just, man.
It's a line though, because it's like with Sir Mix, nigga, we don't give a fuck. You know what we here for, nigga. Do your song.
Yeah.
Hey,
you gotta hear that joint.
That's the line, where it's like, fuck, man. Sometimes I hate it doing Get No Better. I'm gonna be so sick of that. I'd be so tired of that. But you see how you say word?
Yeah. Hey, when I was
You
Was that
see?
the first one that went viral?
Yeah. You see, you owe it a debt of gratitude. You see, how could you not already? You see, like,
nah, hey, when I was
like,
in college, I was in a band. We were terrible.
Stop.
but we had this song called "Shaking It," yo, and the song was definitely terrible.
Why you laugh at
But
that shit? Why you laugh at Shaking It?
everybody loved that fucking song, though,
Word.
yo. Like, we all hated the song, but we had to keep playing it. That was one of those joints where it's like,
Right.
and after one point, like we played it for like probably like 2 or 3 years, and it was like, all right, we're done playing the song.
How'd
We got
it
like
go?
20.
Play Shaking
I
It.
don't really. Well, the chorus was very simple. It was obviously just like, I can see you shaking it, shaking it, shake it, shaking it, shaking it, shake your booty. And then it was like, I can see you look at it, you're looking through me. It
What
was like
year
a
was
bunch
this?
This was in 2010.
Okay.
2010, 2009.
Yeah, that
something
was.
like that.
Yeah, you could have got away with that.
Yeah,
around
yeah,
that
yeah.
time.
Right.
Well, I was like, but the thing is,
Yeah.
like, it wasn't just like we weren't just a hip hop band on top of that, by the
Yeah.
way. So it was like I rapped in the band, but I was the only hip hop element in the
Okay.
band. So it was me with a bunch of
Now, how did you feel
white
about
boys
making a song
doing-
called "Shaking It, Shaking It"? You was a real hip hop.
yeah,
kinda
that
guy.
was it was.
Look, now I'm interviewing
No,
you
you're
now.
right. You're right. But it was definitely out of my element, yo, because I was not like, that wasn't the type of music I
Yeah.
listened to. It wasn't the type of music I was trying to make. Like, I wasn't trying to make dance music. But I will say though, working with that band when I was doing music was the best time, best experience for me, because it got me in a different environment, writing different type of music. I mean, I was still, like I said, I was still rapping, but it was like I'm rapping on a completely different style than I'm used
I get
to.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of made it easier for me when I started later on. I ended up linking with Booney Mayfield, and we was doing tracks together. And he was like he does a lot more experimental. I
Yeah.
think that kind of helped me to be able to rap on some of the, like, he does a lot of slower tempos too. And I was never used to slower tempos, but now after rapping with him, when I used to rap, I love slower tempos after
Yeah.
that. You know
That
what I'm saying?
nigga, he had this one song that changed my life. Oh, nod your head to this, kick back, son. They say your life has no limits.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
Driven,
dog,
yeah.
That nigga,
That joint's
that
fire.
nigga's cold.
Yeah.
He's cold.
Yeah, man.
He's very cold.
He always gonna be one of my top 10 probably producers of all time. Though,
Yeah,
man.
he's ridiculous.
Like,
I love to
even-
do some shit with him.
yeah,
I swear.
yeah. He's he's not like doing his music thing like that now. He's still doing music though.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
follow him,
more,
too.
he's just more trying to be just staying creative.
Yeah.
He's doing his Boom TV show right now,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is
Him
which
and,
is fire.
That shit's
is it
hilarious.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
married too?
Janie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She family with a lot of people I went to high school with and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much friends with a bunch of people. We got all the same circle now, so it's like
Yeah.
whenever he do come out here, I see him all the time. You know, so.
You just be playing it cool or you be
Oh
nigga,
no!
you
I mean,
cold
no.
as
When I first
hell.
met
Nigga,
him
you
though,
cold as hell.
no, when I first met him, that's exactly how it was. Like I was
Yeah.
like a fan,
Yeah.
but I'm still a fan. But
You don't
now
let
it's
him
more
live.
like we're just homies. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, because I literally, when I moved back, after I graduated college and I moved back down here,
Yeah.
and I just hit him up randomly. I was like, "Yo, I'm back in town. We should just whatever." And I literally was, after that, I was in the studio with him every single night, even when we weren't doing shit. I just go there and watch a movie. We'll watch a movie in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just kicking it. And
Yeah.
that's kind of like, we just developed a bond after that. And then he was just
Yeah.
like, "Yo, let's do this." And we worked on a whole album together. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
did all that shit because of me just chilling. Wasn't even going there to make music. It's just
Yeah.
hanging out. You know
Just
what I'm
turn
saying?
it into a thing and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's cool.
So, and that's usually like my, like, I was never the type to just be like, "Yo, I do this." You know what I'm saying? Like, I always just like it to be organically, because I met him through friends, and
Yeah.
I knew him for a whole year and a half before he even knew I did music. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then he found out I did music because my homie, basically threw me an alley-oop and bought me studio time with him.
Who was that? They said think it was Gunna.
Mm-hmm.
When Thug was talking about Gunna, he was like, this nigga was just like around.
Yeah.
And we didn't even.
I think that's.
I had no idea this nigga.
I
Nigga
think that's
Gunna
the same
was
thing
just,
with Schoolboy Q. He wasn't really a rapper. He was just always around at the studio, and then they was just like, "Well, you here, you might as well be rapping if you're gonna be here."
right.
So that's how he kind of got into that shit.
I heard the same thing happen with like Action Bronson too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they knew he could rhyme, and he got on one joint. I think it made it to like Hot 97 or something like that.
Yeah.
My memory served me right, but yeah, and that's how he kind of bubbled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of these niggas though, so I know y'all heard the Kendrick news. What do y'all think about Kendrick
I
coming
haven't
back?
heard it.
Oh, well, no, the
release
album
an next month. Or
Yeah,
something
next
like that?
month though. So
Yeah.
what do you think about Kendrick coming back though? Yeah.
What was the last time?
2017.
2017,
5 years.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you listen to Kendrick like that or?
I listen to Kendrick.
Okay.
I respect Kendrick as an MC, and I feel like the more music you make, the harder it can get. You know what I'm saying? And if he's, I'm pretty sure Kendrick is writing his own music, so
He write
long
all
as he's
his own
taking his
shit.
own
Fuck
time.
that.
Say that again.
He writing all his own shit.
Yeah, he's writing his music,
He's
but
real.
what I'm
Kendrick
saying
is
is
real.
like, it's gonna take time for a cat like that who's produced so much music,
Right.
So he has to like.
Especially critically, he had 3 albums all critically acclaimed. So he's gonna want to release at that level again. So
Exactly.
definitely probably needed
He's
a break.
He can't come out with the mid album.
Yeah, it can't
like,
be mediocre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like whatever he's gonna release, like, it's gonna be exquisite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know you're a big Zay fan. So did you see
Yeah.
his Coachella intro?
Nah, I seen the intro. I ain't see the whole set though.
But he finally addressed that shit. I said on the last pod, I fucked with the way he addressed it. Like it's kind of artistic, you know what I'm saying? And then just went straight to the music. You know what I mean?
I mean, he gonna have to. Fuck
Yeah.
it. I just ain't want the nigga to just like go in the closet, proverbial.
Yeah.
Closet, and then just like
Just disappear.
curl up and just be small.
Yeah.
That's all I want
yeah.
for a nigga. It's like, man, well, puff your chest out. You might as well go back outside.
Right.
I
know?
definitely didn't want him to stop because when I saw him, he didn't play Chad, so that nigga still owe me a performance of Chad. If you watching this, Zay, I need a Chad performance
Hold on.
because you played me in
I
Dallas.
think I have it on
I
my
saw
phone.
Chad.
Hey, oh man,
Yeah,
I
think
did
got it
not.
on my phone.
That shit aggravated me, yo. But all right, yo, we're gonna go ahead and cut it here though, man. Like I appreciate you guys for sliding through. Again, we got Messiah. Where can they find you, Messiah?
they can follow me on Instagram, the Messiah TheMessiah. My music is on all music platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just dropped the second coming in February, so check that out.
And more
Think y'all
music
gonna
to
like
come
that.
in the future. Got flows for days.
Yeah. You can find me on all my shit the same on social media. FLOWZ, the number 4 DAZE. You feel me? So my music everywhere. I got videos on YouTube, all kind of shit. So check me out.
All right. So you know what that is? It's the bonus episode of Good Life.
Yeah.
Hey.
Peace.
It was good while it lasted. For me, that's a lifetime.
It's like that, y'all. It's like that. Them good niggas with good writtens and good trees. I do abuse cause I still hit them, so good writtens. I'm Butch Coolidge, dominance over everything. Shoot the dice and get snake eyes, that should tell you something. I keep the grass cut with no lawn. Go roll, headlock the game though. 4 arms, I'm so gone. The marijuana got 'em so calm. Put it in third person on the battlefield. I'm the first person shooting the JR Smith & Wesson. And a steel tech that buckshot.